It's Grow TV, where we grow together and learn about God.
Hey everyone, great to see you and welcome to Grow TV. I'm Stacy and this is a pair of VR goggles. Me and Steve got them from our friend Carl a while ago. They're really cool and you can use them to go anywhere. I think Steve once used them to see some places in God's creation that make you go, whoa. So I thought I'd use them for a different kind of reason. Stacy's gonna use these glasses to see some of the world's greatest art galleries. This is a segment I'm calling V-Art. Get it? Like VR, but V-Art? Let's do this. Look at this. I'm at the Louvre Museum, which is the famous art gallery in Paris, France. Oui, comment allez-vous? I just asked how you're doing in French. Oh, how I'm doing? I'm doing awesome. I'm at the Louvre. Oh, there's the Mona Lisa. I wonder, since it's VR and everything, do you think I could get real up close to it? I'm gonna try. Here I go. So, although the security guards are virtual, they're still kind of scary. So let's go to another gallery. Whoa, I'm at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. How you doing? Hey, I'm walking over here. Look, there's the water lily pond by Claude Monet. So pretty. I wonder if I get close enough, could I actually feel the water in that pond? I'm gonna try. Oh wow. Again, virtual security guards? Still kind of scary. Cool. Now I'm at the Broad Museum in LA. And look, I'm in a room called Infinity Mirrors by Yayoi Kusama. This one I can't help but try to touch. Look at all the lights. It's no use.
Hey Stacy, what's up?
I just virtually visited some of the best art galleries in the world.
That sounds awesome. So what's wrong?
I couldn't get close to the Mona Lisa, and I couldn't actually touch the water in Monet's water lily pond, or take a hold of some of the lights in Kusama's infinity mirrors.
Yeah, that would be sort of impossible. Well, maybe someday. But as of now, yeah, that's pretty impossible.
I know.
I'm sorry about that, but hey, there are stories in the Bible where God actually does impossible things.
Like what?
Well, there's a story from 2 Kings where God uses the prophet Elisha to accomplish impossible twice for the same family. So it's a story from 2 Kings chapter 4. Elijah was serving God as a prophet. His job was to help others and share God's messages with them. He often visited a place called Shunem. So one woman and her husband prepared a room for Elijah to stay whenever he stopped by.
That's hospitality. I'm sure Elisha was happy to have a place to stay.
And food to eat and everything he needed when he visited. Elijah was so thankful that he asked the woman what could he do for her. But she didn't ask for anything.
Nothing? I mean, there must have been something she wanted.
You know, it turns out there was. Elisha found out that she didn't have any children. So in 2 Kings 4:16, Elisha told her, about this time next year, Elisha said, you will hold your son in your arms. You know, the woman thought that was impossible, but God made it possible. The very next year, she had a baby boy.
Very cool. So in response to her kindness towards Elisha, now she gets to raise a son and be happy. Just as happy as Stacy actually touching Monet's lily pond.
I mean, I guess, but that's actually not how it really went. The boy did grow up, but one day he was out with his dad when his head began to hurt. His mom held him for a while, but then he died.
Are you kidding? That can't be the way the story goes. I mean, she didn't even ask for a son. And now she has to deal with this very sad news?
That was exactly what she told Elisha. But she also believed that God could do anything through Elijah.
What can he do now? I mean, like, the boy's gone forever, right?
Well, Elijah followed the woman back to her house. Elijah prayed to God and kind of gave the boy a big hug. It says in verse 35, Elijah turned away and walked back and forth in the room. And then he got on the bed and stretched out on him once more. The boy sneezed 7 times and opened his eyes.
The boy came back to life? That's impossible.
It seemed impossible for the woman to have a baby. It seemed impossible for the boy to come back to life, but God made it possible. There are times when we face impossible things too, or at least it feels impossible to us. But when we leave the impossible things to God, we can watch how God comes through in spectacular ways. We might also learn that with God's help, we can do more than we thought we could. Because even though we can't, God can do impossible things.
You know, I remember when my grandpa died. I felt like I would never feel anything but sad ever again. It felt impossible. God didn't bring my grandpa back to life, which I really wanted to happen. And it's okay. My grandpa lived a long life and a great life. But God did make the impossible possible. I eventually did feel other things again, like happiness. I still miss my grandpa a lot, but it actually makes me kind of happy to think about him, how awesome he was, and how close we got to be. I'm grateful for that, instead of just sad about it.
You know, I've had similar situations in my life. We can always go to God with the things that we care deeply about, but seem impossible. Sometimes we don't even bother, but we should. Because when we bring these things to God in prayer, like Elisha and the woman did in the story, we'll find out that God can do impossible things.
You might be facing something that seems impossible right now. Take some time to pray about it and watch how God makes the impossible possible. It's been fun looking at some art with you and learning a cool Bible story with you. It's always good to learn and grow together. See you soon. Bye.